Cryptonauts.
Alright guys, so I'm standing here with my good buddy,
Alex Page, CEO of Nillion.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle that we are facing in Web3?
It's definitely Web2 adoption. The technology that we have now isn't ready to bring in traction and bring in projects and businesses from Web2. And what we need to be focused on is building tech that sits alongside things like blockchain so that we can deliver real value to Web2 companies. That's going to bring them in and expand the ecosystem a ton and just create more value for everybody.
Adoption. As with every new technology, it takes some time to get a level of tech adoption and facility, and Web3 is going through that, but it'll get solved and mass adoption will happen.
Number one is user experience, to bring over Web2 native or even like non-Web2 native. The user experience needs to have kind of like a seamless experience to like environments and tools that they're completely familiar with, workflows that they're familiar with and stuff like that.
I would say like definitely on and off ramping, like specifically on the on ramping side, I still think it's very difficult for like new participants to like be able to not only onboard fiat but like easily understand products. What we need are like front end applications that can make it easier for like users to interact with DeFi and also like manage their own self-custody.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle for Web3 right now?
Mass adoption. Well, we're a young industry, and in order to really reach critical scale, we need to ensure that there's widespread understanding of our industry. First of all, what this complex industry is, and second of all, how to use it in their day-to-day. It's such a much bigger ecosystem in terms of the opportunities that we can unlock with blockchain. It's pretty exciting.
End users that are used to dealing with a Web2 workflow are just not going to be patient with what it takes to sign transactions with Web3. We need to solve that UX problem.
I think it's the concept of owning, controlling assets, IP for both individuals as well as companies.
Understanding localization. Because I think that you have a big split between what the Western market and the Eastern market wants. You've seen a lot of success with Web3 games in the Eastern market with that kind of earning mechanic. The Western market, not so much. Like we've seen pay to win, like it kind of caught on, but then all the players realized they didn't really like that being the front-facing thing. Really presenting the game for them, and then Eastern players presenting the game for them.
Buying crypto and safekeeping it. I mean, a lot of times we crypto people are in a bubble. We think that everything is so easy. It's not that easy for normal people.
Right.
It's very, very difficult.
Biggest obstacle that we are facing in Web3 right now.
And if I need to choose one word, would be permissionless. MetaMask is the door, is the gateway to everything Web3. We want to enable this permissionless innovation. We want to have like the moms and the sister to onboard easier. And I think this is where we are all about, permissionless innovation.
Major issue right now is to acquire a new user because like those dApps, they don't have the most friendly user experience. The second is like there's no new narrative right now. We heard about gamify, socialify, DeFi, but there's not real new innovation. So I think it needs like a new catalyst to make Web3 keep growing basically, yeah.
I believe the biggest obstacle right now for retail to come into Web3 is there are no use cases for retail. There's no big value for retail except maybe speculation, buying some coin that's going 10x up. If there are more use cases created on Web3, we'll automatically have more and more early adopters and new people coming to Web3, and we'll move on from there.
The fact that we still don't have a scalable blockchain with low fees, it's also the reason why our Web3 ecosystem is limited in the number of people that are existing. We could only onboard 1 billion people if we have a scalable platform.
It's scaling the exchange of assets. So if we're able to solve that problem and make it possible to build any kind of decentralized trading function or application and allow them to function exactly like a centralized exchange, that's going to unlock an unbelievable amount.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle in the Web3 industry today?
Personally, I think it's regulations. We cannot stay in the gray area
for so long. If you want normal people to actually use your service, they should feel secure about it. We need to be sure we're working under the legal boundaries.
Yeah, I think there lacks a bunch of attention to real-world use cases, because if you really want to get mass adoption, you need those users to come into this space. And also there are a bunch of compliance issues stopping a lot of large institutions coming to blockchain.